I welcome you to my grammar class today. The topic is noun clauses. In my previous class, we have already discussed about what is clauses, what is phrases, and what is sentences. Today, we shall discuss about noun clauses and what is the functions of the noun clauses. Look at the blackboard. There is a sentence. Ajay remembers that it was a Friday. It is a complex sentence. In this sentence, Ajay remembers is a independent clause or main clause. That it was a Friday is a dependent clauses or subordinate clause because it cannot stand independently. So, that it was a Friday works as noun clause. Object to the verb remembers. That it was a Friday. That it was a Friday. Object to verb remembers. From this example, we came to know subordinate clauses are called noun clause because they work like nouns in the sentence, or we can say a noun clause functions as a noun. Now you see functions of noun clause. A noun clause can work in a sentence in this way. What is the functions? First, as a subject of sentence. Second, as object to the verb. Third, object of prepositions. Fourth, as complement to the verb. Fifth, apposition to the noun or pronouns. So, these are the functions of the noun clause in a sentence. Let us see how noun clauses function in the following sentences. First example, what he says is correct. It is a complex sentence. What he says, subordinate clause, is helpful to us, main clause. What is the subordinator? So, what he says is a noun clause. Working as, what he says is a noun clause, working as subject of a sentence. What he says is correct. What he says noun clause, it works as the subject of a sentence. Like this, that his father has come is true. Another complex sentence. That his father has come. Subordinate clauses. Is true. Main clause. That is subordinator. That his father has come. Noun clause. It also works as subject of the sentence. Next, you see another example. Whether he will stay here for more than a week depends on a lot of things. Here, whether he will stay here for more than a week is subordinate clause. Depends on a lot of things. Is main clause. Whether subordinator. Again you see whether he will stay here for more than a week. This subordinate clause is a noun clause. It works as the subject of a sentence. Dear students, let us see how noun clauses functions as object of the transitive verb. See next sentence. Radha said that she was happy. In this sentence, that she was happy, subordinate clause, it works as noun clause. Radha said, main clause. That is subordinator. That she was happy works as object of the verb, transitive verb, said. Radha said, what? That she was happy. So, that she was happy, noun clause, works as object of the transitive verb said. Like this, next sentence, I asked Radha how she felt. Here, how she felt, subordinate clause, works as noun clause. I asked Radha is main clause. How is the subordinator? So, if you ask, I asked Radha what? How she felt. Here, how she felt, noun clause, works as object of the transitive verb asked. Like this, next you see another example. Tell me if Radha would go there. If Radha would go there, subordinate clause, it works as noun clause. Tell me, main clause. If subordinator, tell me, if you ask, tell me what? If Radha would go there. So, if Radha would go there, noun clause works as the object of the transitive verb tell. Next, you see how noun clause function as the complements of the verbs. Next, you see the examples. The difficulty was how we would arrange the font. Here, how we would arrange the font, subordinate clause, works as noun clause. How is the subordinator? The difficulty was the main clause. Here, next, the problem is that we don't have any money. That we don't have any money, subordinate clause, it works as noun clause. That is the subordinator. The problem is main clause. In these sentences, the expressions are noun clauses working as the complement of the verbs of incomplete predication. So, to verify this, we can check it. The difficulty was, it is not a complete sentence. To complete the sentence, how we would arrange the font is necessary. Like this, the problem is, it's not a complete sentence. To complete this sentence, that we don't have any money is necessary. So, these two clauses, how we would arrange the font and that we do not have any money is necessary to complete these sentences. So these sentences are complements. So here noun clause works as complement of the be verb, intransitive verb was and is. Students, let us see how noun clause functions as object of prepositions. See the examples. You should pay attention to what I say. Here, what I say, SC subordinate clauses and works as noun clauses. And you should pay attention MC main clause and to is the preposition. Here, this noun clause works as object of a preposition to. You should pay attention to what I say. What I say works as the object of preposition to. Next, you see there is no meaning in what you say. Here, what you say subordinate clause works as noun clause, and in is the preposition, and there is no meaning main clause. If we ask, there is no meaning in what you say. What you say, noun clause works as the object of preposition in. Next example, I have no objection to whatever you say. Here, whatever you say, subordinate clause works as noun clause, and to is the preposition. I have no objection, main clause. I have no objection to what? Whatever you say. So, whatever you say, noun clause works as the object of the preposition to. Now, you see another functions of the noun clause, that is opposition to noun phrase. Examples, the news that his father has come is true. Here, that his father has come, subordinate clause works as noun clause. The news is true, main clause. That is the subordinator. Here, the news is what? That his father has come. The news, it is noun, and that his father has come is the opposition to the noun news. So, that his father has come noun clause, oppositions to the noun news means, and it describes what is the news is. Next, it is true that his father has come. That his father has come, subordinate clause works as noun clause. That is the subordinator. It is true, main clause. True is here adjective, and here it is pronoun. So it is true. What is true? That his father has come. And that his father has come noun clause describes this opposition of the pronoun it. Like this, it is a pity that his father does not come home more often. That his father does not come home more often. It is a subordinate clause and works as noun clause. And that is the subordinator. It is a pity. Pity is the noun. But here, that is father does not come more often describes the pronoun it. So, That is, father does not come here more often is a noun clause. And it is also the opposition to the noun pronoun it. Dear students, now you see the activity 1. There are some examples we have to done. We have to do. It is not clear who has done it. Here, noun clause is who has done it. It is the opposition to adjective clear. Who has done it, noun clause. It is a opposition to adjective clear. That he is honest is known to all. That he is honest. Noun clause, it works of the subject of verb is. Subject of a sentence. I am glad to hear it. Mr. Bedi said. Here, noun clause is I am glad to hear it. It is also works as the object of the verb said. Next sentence, you know how hard she works. Noun clause, how hard she works. This noun clause works as object of the verb know. Next, the film depends on how it ends. The film depends on what? How it ends. How it ends, noun clause, it works as object of preposition on. My decision is that he must help you. That he must help you, noun clause. It works as complement of verb is. It is a complement. Next, what is in our fate cannot be decided. What is in our fate? It works as subject of a sentence and it is the subject of verb cannot be avoided. Next, the matter is that they have cheated us. The matter is MC, that they have cheated us, noun clause. And that they have cheated works as complement of the P verb is. P verb. Shanti did not know that her uncle had come. Shanti did not know that her uncle had come. That her uncle had come, noun clause. It works as object of verb did not know. Can you tell me who wrote the Ramayana? Who wrote the Ramayana, noun clause. It works as object of the verb can tell. No one can say how the war will come to an end. How the war will come to an end, noun clause. It works as the object of the verb can say. Mr. Gupta promised that he would put some flowers on our brother's grave. That he would put some flowers on our brother's grave, noun clause. It works as object of verb promised. Now you see activity 2. There are some gaps. The gaps is filled by you now. You should fill the gaps with the appropriate sentences, appropriate clauses. So, I fill the gaps You see, can you tell me who will take our science class? Who will our science teacher? Maybe his look proved that he is innocent, he is a thief, he is a smuggler. What do you say? We all thought that we would win the match. India would win the match. How you like? You fill the glass according to your choice. His plan is that he will succeed. He will do good in the examination. He will stood fast in the examination according to your choice. That the earth moves around the sun is known to all. It is known to all that the earth moves around the sun. You can say the sun is a ball of air is known to all. He admitted that he had stolen my bicycle. He admitted that he had stolen my bicycle. He had stolen my purse. He had stolen my money, all that like. He wanted to know if I would come with me. I have no objection to what you do, what you suggest, what you Copernicus proved that the earth moves around the sun. It is a general truth that the earth moves around the sun. The rumor that Varsha will get married is true. That Varsha will get married is a noun clause, and it is also you fill the gaps like this. So, dear students, now the today's grammar class about noun clauses is over, and wait for the next class. We shall discuss in the next class about relative clauses. So thank you all for watching my grammar